Let's start, Manjita.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to yet another round of webinar hosted by Rockwoods. I am Manjita, working as part of the English faculty at Rockwoods. I'll be your host today. I'll welcome you all to this webinar, which is Roadmap to Success Strategies for IITJEE. In this webinar, we aim to eliminate the path to secure coveted seats in institutions like IITs, NITs, and reputed medical colleges by bringing together experts who have traversed these territories themselves. With the help of their invaluable experiences, insights, and expertise, we endeavor to provide you with a comprehensive roadmap that will not only enhance your understanding of these courses, but also empower you to make informed decisions. Before we dive in, let's take a look at our agenda for the day. We'll begin with a quick introduction about our staff here at Rockwoods. Further, we'll move on to know more about the courses and scholarships that are offered here at Rockwoods. Next, we'll move on to understand what is the approach that is followed here. That is our Rockwoodian approach, which ensures your child's success in competitive examinations. Then we'll focus upon the highlight of the day, that is all about the examinations IITJEE and NEET. Further, we'll have a look at why Rockwoods is a better choice when it's compared with other institutions when it comes to competitive examination preparations. And lastly, we discussed quickly that what other competitive examinations lie out there apart from IITJEE and NEET, which will be wrapped up, followed by a quick session of question and answers. To begin the session, let me allow to introduce our panelist for today. Our panelist for today is Mr. Subramaniam Rangineni. I extend a very warm welcome to Mr. Subramaniam Rangineni, the CEO of Rockwoods Junior College. Sir holds a BTech degree from NIT Warangal. He has also pursued a master's in education, further enhancing his understanding of effective pedagogy and student development. He is a visionary leader, exemplifying patience and approachability, creating a welcoming environment for all members of the school community. His leadership and commitment to excellence inspires both staff and students to reach their full potential. I extend a very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you.
Moving on further, apart from our agenda, to begin with, at Rockwoods Junior College, we are dedicated to nurturing and shaping the minds of our future leaders, committed to academic excellence. Our faculty members here are not just educators. They are our mentors, guides, and champions of student success. So please allow me to introduce our core faculty members to you. First, to begin with, we have our strongly built, firm leadership team, which comprises of our core pillars here at Rockwoods. To begin with, we have our chairman, Mr. Ramanaidu, who is holding a degree in BTech from NIT Warangal, PGP Maths, PGCBM, and LLB from Osmania University. Mr. Naidu is a seasoned professional adept in planning and operational excellence. With a solid background in mathematics, he brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to our institution. Further, we have our principal and CEO, Mr. Subramaniam Rangineni. Sir again holds a degree in BTech from NIT Warangal and a degree in MA Education. As our CEO, Mr. Subramaniam Rangineni brings a unique blend of technical expertise and additional educational acumen to the table. With a background in both engineering and education, he excels in personalized counseling and services and dedicated to nurturing individual talents and fostering academic excellence. Further, we have our headmistress, Mrs. Sri Ranjini. Ma'am holds degree in BSc, B.Ed, MA Education, and MBA. Being our headmistress, she is highly qualified professional with a diverse education background, armed with degrees in science, education, and business administration. She brings a wealth of expertise to our institution. Further, we have our dean, Mrs. Sirisha. Mrs. Sirisha holds degree in MSc and B.Ed, and she assumes the role of dean, overseeing grade 11th and 12th and NEET long-term at her esteemed institution. With a rich background spanning over 2 decades in intermediate colleges, she brings forth a wealth of experience. and her contributions have been nothing short of exceptional, instrumental in guiding when it comes to preparing students for medical and engineering. Moving on further from our leadership team, we have our physics department, which is comprised of another gems we have here. We have Mr. Mallesh, who is an MSc B.Ed. We have Mr. Dharmavi, we have Mr. Manohar, and Ms. Geeta. And as you can see, together with all of them, we have more than 49 years of pan-India experience. So we bring in together a very strong physics department. Moving on further, we have chemistry department, which is obviously headed by Adin Ms. Sirisha. Then we have Mr. Dayasagar Reddy, Mr. K. Rajendra Reddy, and Ms. Rajita Ji. And together, if we calculate, all of their experience spans over half a century, which is more than 50 years of pan-India experience. Further moving on, after our chemistry department, we have our mathematics department, having strong pillars such as Mr. Saeed Rahmatullah, Mr. Rasalla Ravi, and Mr. Malla Reddy. And together, their experience amounts to, again, more than 50 plus. We have a strong team here in mathematics department, and they ensure that students are learning efficiently. Moving on further, we have interesting department, botany and zoology, which comprises of Mr. Raju, Mr. Venkateshwari, and Mr. Anvesh. And together, as we can see here also, we have 47 plus years of experience coming up. Commerce department further comprises of Mr. Srinivasulu P, Dorothy Maria Juspi, and Ms. Anita R. And they are a strong team who prepare students for examinations such as CA, SAT, BITSAT, and expertise in business studies. Moving on further, we have our English and Arts department. Our English and Arts department is comprises of two very efficient teachers, Ms. Puja Kumari and Ms. Orlin Ruche, both of them working as PGT faculty here at Rockwoods. And both of them ensure students' readiness and preparation and examinations such as SAT, CLAT, and BITSAT. And apart from that, we have Ms. Anusha R, having a degree in Masters of Social Work and PGDC, DC. And she is a counselor here. Ma'am ensures that students, when it comes to student preparation, it's not just the academics that are focused here, but we also ensure that when it comes to regular guidance, orienting them in the right way, we have our counselor here to whom students can bring up any issues, any of their queries, any of their issues, whatever they have. So ma'am guides and students and counsels them in the right way. So we had this amazing team here. Moving on further, after our strong team, now I would like to quickly dive into our next agenda, which is knowing more about the courses and scholarships here at Rockwoods. And for that, I would like to request Mr. Subramaniam Rangineni to enlighten us. Sir, over to you.
Sure, Manjita. Thank you very much for introducing all our staff members to the audience today. And let me now talk about various courses that we are offering at Rockwoods. The first one is MPC. Along with MPC, we also provide integrated, JEE main and advanced coaching. And as part of MPC, we also ensure to cover preparation for MSET, BITSAT, and VIT, CUET kind of examinations as well. And second popular course that we have at Rockwoods is a BIPC, and along with BIPC, we provide integrated NEET coaching in 11th and 12th. And third and fourth courses are commerce related with mathematics and without mathematics. And commerce children do prepare along with their +1, +2, SAT and CLAT and IP MAT and CA foundation kind of examinations. And the last one is a NEET long-term and also short-term coaching we provide at our campus. And let me also very quickly talk about Rockwood scholarships. We do care in accommodating very talented students as part of our classrooms. So to ensure we have very talented children as part of our classrooms, we conduct a scholarship test, and we provide up to 50% of scholarships as a scholarship discount as part of this college fees. And every child who is attending scholarship test at our campus are assured of some scholarship discount in the total fee. And the sooner that you register for this test at our campus, you are assured of early bird offer. However, time is running out for this offer. The sooner that you can walk into our campus, it would be better. And throughout the 11th and 12th, we do a lot of examinations as daily practice tests and weekend cyclic tests. And for MPC students, every alternate week, we also do the advanced test on Sundays. So throughout these examinations, children who are performing well, they are going to be rewarded, and their marks are going to be recognized for every exam. That way children are motivated and their performance will become better and better with every examination. That's about our courses at Rockwoods and also about Rockwood scholarships. Back to you, Manjita.
Thank you so much, sir. Moving on further from our strong team, which was complemented by the scholarships and courses we have. Next thing that comes up important is how is it that we prepare our students here at Rockwoods? What is the approach that we follow here? So we have Rockwoodian Edge here. That is the Rockwoodian approach, which is an 8-step giant wheel approach. It ensures comprehensive and holistic learning experience for students. So starting with the very first step, that is mastering the NCERT, we ensure here that all the NCERT lessons here at Rockwoods are covered thoroughly, and we ensure that students go through these lessons thoroughly. Each and every topic is strongly built, and only after the student has a good hold over the concepts in the NCERT, we move on to the next level, which is mastering the competitive edge books. So in mastering competitive edge books, we supplement students with a lot of additional worksheets. We make sure that each and every question from competitive edge books is solved by them, and the topics are well read and well understood by the students in order to be ready to face the competitive examinations. So after the NCERT and competitive examinations, the next step that is important is asynchronous learning. Here at Rockwoods, we ensure that children are spending a lot of time on offline time in practicing the competitive edge and NCERT books thoroughly. So a lot of time is dedicated, and students are given with the real life scenario, how they would be facing these competitive examinations as they would be doing in your real exam. So situations and scenarios similar to these ensure that the students are getting a lot of real-time experience in practicing, not just practicing, but preparing the examinations and appearing in a lot of mock examinations. Further, we have capacity building. So as part of capacity building, we ensure that it is not just the way the concepts that are clear, but also we ensure that the students' ability to ability to solve the questions is increased, the ability to face the questions, because as we all know, in competitive examinations, it's not just the accuracy, it's the speed as well. So we ensure that we give techniques to them. We ensure that the students are efficient enough to solve the given number of questions in the allotted time, and that too quickly. So speed with accuracy is the mantra. Next, moving on further. We supplement students with a lot of multiple mock tests, weekly tests. So here at Rockwoods, after each and every topic has been done over a period of 1 week. So by the end of the week, Fridays and Saturdays, we conduct examinations after the end of each and every topic. We ensure that the students' knowledge is checked, and we ensure that we get to know where are the gaps, and those gaps are filled in with proper bridging, clearing of the concepts, and further providing students the necessary assistance. Moving on further, counseling. So right after the question paper, right after the exam, the question paper discussion takes place. So we ensure that the students are able to judge their own performance on their own. An ample amount of time is given to them to know, to see, to observe, and to analyze their own performance in the examinations. So as part of this, students are able to see which concepts they strongly know of, which are the areas where they are lagging, and what are the areas they need to work upon. So students are becoming their best judge, so they get to know a lot about themselves. Moving on further, we see we have time efficiency. So within the given amount of time that is already being discussed as part of capacity building, we make sure that each and every topic is given enough amount of time. Each and every student is given ample amount of time. No student is left behind. The time distribution does totally justifies and it does totally justice to the performance of students, to clearance of their concepts, and to help them enhance and solidify their preparation for the competitive examinations. And lastly, the last step is encouraging group learning. So here at Jobs, we do not believe in traditional method approach, which is the teacher just being the active source of knowledge. We believe that the students learn a lot from each other. Students are not passive learners here. They are equally participating in group discussions. They are involved in higher order thinking skills and critical analysis of the questions and the topic. So we ensure that the students, an environment is given to students in which they are learning a lot from each other. So as you all can see, with this 8-step giant wheel approach, we ensure that the students' comprehensive, strong preparation for their competitive examination is taking place, which will ensure their success. Moving on further from our competitive examinations approach, now I'd like to ask Mr. Subramanian Rangineni to please enlighten us about the highlight of our day, that is the road to success, and discuss about all the elite and efficient examinations that we are here, which most of our students are ready to face further in their future.
Sure. Thank you very much. Dear parents and students, let me now talk about IITJEE and also NEET. And we have done exclusive webinar for JEE, one for NEET as well. We have extensively covered about JEE examination and also NEET. But given the time limit that I have for today, let me very quickly cover about these two examinations. JEE examination is the one entrance examination to give admissions into the engineering colleges, especially like IITs and NITs. This examination is conducted at 2 levels. First level is known as main, and second one is known as advanced. And if someone wanted to write this examination, they must have had mathematics, physics, and chemistry as part of their 11th and 12th. And the first level of examination, which is known as main, this exam is conducted twice in a year. Every year in the month of January is the first attempt, a child can do. And the second time they can do in the month of April. So one before the public examination, one right after the public examination. So it is recommended to write both the examinations. And children who are part of CBSE board, and that board preparation is equally good for preparing for main examination. And the best score of these two is going to be taken into account. So children, they don't need to worry about what happens if they have done well first attempt and if they have not done well in the second attempt. That would be completely all right. And the NTA score is calculated for every session based on the number of children who have attempted and who have scored lesser than them. So based on that, NTA score is calculated, and this NTA score is going to be used as a qualifying criteria for advanced. And also this NTA score is sufficient enough to get into NITs and triple ITs and also centrally funded technical institutes. Lot of private universities also, they consider main score as the criteria to give the admission to the children. So this is about main examination, and this exam children will have majorly math, physics, and chemistry. They will have equal weightages, all these 3 subjects, and each subject will have 2 sections. And section 1, all single correct multiple choice questions are going to be there, and section 2, numerical type questions will be there. 10 out of 10, any 5 child can attend, and first section out of 20, child can attempt all 20. But do remember, there is a negative marking. So any wrong attempt, so there is going to be a negative marking. Keeping all that in mind, so it is highly recommended to pick the answers where child is very confident of. And then advanced examination is conducted typically towards end of May or beginning of June. And it is conducted by one of the IITs. Typically, the examination is rotated among the IITs. So this examination is going to have two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Each paper, three subjects are going to be there, math, physics, and chemistry, again equal weightage. This exam is also online, the way how main is conducted, and each paper child has to attempt for 3 hours. Again, there are different variety of questions children will be asked, and there is a negative marking also as part of advanced examination. And children who prepare throughout the year 1, +1 and +2, it is not that difficult to prepare well and attempt these examination and crack and come out with flying colors. That is about JEE examination. Now let me talk about NEET examination as well. Children who wanted to become doctors and medical practitioners, I think NEET is the examination that they can think of attempting. And in order to write NEET examination, children must have had biology, physics, and chemistry as part of their 11th and 12th. And this is the single entrance test to get into any kind of medical colleges all over India. And even if they are planning to do in abroad, so it is mandatory to qualify NEET examination. Then only they can be directed to apply for foreign universities for medical courses. And this examination is conducted still pen and paper mode at this point of time. This examination duration is 3 hours and 20 minutes. So children will have 200 questions per subject. Botany, 50 questions will be there in 2 sections. Similarly, in zoology, physics, and chemistry. And each subject are going to have 2 sections. First section, 35 questions. Children can attempt all 35. And the second section, they will have 15 questions, and children can attempt any 10. So out of 200, children can attempt 180 questions, and every correct answer 4 marks. Please do remember there are negative marks. So if children are attempting incorrectly, so they will be given negative marking. So it is highly recommended not to pick the options if you are very doubtful of that options. So this is about NEET examination. Again, I would repeat what I have said for IITJEE exam preparation. If children are preparing consistently over a period of 2 years, +1, +2, and read NCERT, attending classes regularly, and taking exams at the end of the week, every week, so it is not that difficult exam to crack. So that is about NEET examination. I think I talked about in detail IITJEE and NEET examination. That would be all from my end. Manjita, back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. I hope our students and parents must have got enlightened about knowing more about these examinations. Moving on further, we'll now discuss why Rockwoods is a better choice when it comes to choosing the right institution for the students. Firstly, as we can compare Rockwoods with the other institutions, we here at Rockwoods provide personalized attention, and we take care that the student-teacher ratio is fixed. So there is judicious distribution of time and attention amongst the students. So we ensure that the student success is not affected. It's not at the stake because the ratio of students and teachers is fixed. So each and every student gets individualized attention and guidance. Moving on further, we have the infrastructure here we have at Rockwoods is equipped with modern technologies. We have classroom with touchscreen digital boards, libraries with well-equipped books. We have labs with modern technological setups. Our dormitories and playgrounds are level class when it comes to other institutions. So we ensure that students are getting all the facilities. And when it comes to infrastructure, we are a cutout, definitely, as compared to other institutions. We are future ready. Here at Rockwoods, we ensure that the students are prepared from very basic level to very advanced level each and every time. With one by one, we ensure that the students are prepared to write their CBTs, and with the help of computer labs, we ensure that the students are getting that experience of appearing in real-time situation, real-time scenarios for the competitive examinations. So we make sure that the students are going through a lot of proctoring, and they get to experience what it really feels like to go out there in the world and face these examinations. Students are prepared even before they appear for these examinations. They are very and fully efficient to face the examinations. Further, here at Rockwoods, we do not label, we do not categorize students depending on their pace of learning. We make sure that each and every student, we believe that each and every student is equally important. So wherever there are bridges and gaps, wherever there are gaps, we try to bridge them, we try to fill in the gaps. But here we definitely believe that students are something not to be labeled, not to be categorized. We ensure that their self-esteem, their self-respect, and they are enough motivated, their self-esteem is maintained, they are highly encouraged and motivated to work hard and to keep going on, which leads to their morale going higher and up, and which motivates them to perform better. So that's why Rockwoods is a better choice when it comes to choosing the right institution. Moving on further, I see. I would like to request Mr. Rangneni to address a concern which is brought up by many parents and students as well. That is, what if the students are not able to clear to make it through the examinations such as IIT, JEE, and NEET? Are there any other competitive examinations that are out there? And if they are, whether Rockwoods prepare the students for other competitive examinations? Over to you, sir.
Sure, Manjita. I can definitely answer that question. Many parents do talk about, given the limited number of seats that we have, at IIT colleges in India, NIT colleges, and also medical seats that we have. So what happens if children are not able to secure a seat in these colleges? I would say that would not be the end of the road for children. There are good alternate options available for all the children, and some of them I have listed here. So if someone is looking at engineering side, there is a BITSAT examination. BITS Pilani campuses, they have 4 campuses, 3 in India and, 1 abroad. So, you can attempt BITSAT examination to get into those colleges where we have good campus placements at the end of the course. And, VIT, Vellore Institute of Engineering colleges also, they have very good campus placement. And, all that children have to do is VIT triple exam that they need to attempt. And MSET is one more very popular examination in Telangana, and good number of colleges are available. At least some top ranked colleges which children can think of taking through MSET, and where placements are guaranteed. And PLU is also one more examination. Punjab Lovely University, and good variety of options courses are available. And somebody wishing to go on to the design architecture side, you can think of BArch exam, you can think of NID, you can think of UCIT kind of examination. Someone who wanted to get into Central University, there is a common university entrance test. Central universities are very popular, and you have wide variety of choices in undergraduation. You can think of doing PG and also get into research as well. And CUET is the examination that you can think of attempting. And someone who wishing to do BBA in IIMs, which are now offering, undergraduate courses also. So for that, you can think of writing IP-MAT or JIP-MAT kind of examination. And if you're interested, fashion technology, NEET is the exam. If you are interested to get into defense kind of, career options, you can think of opting for NDA exam and then go through that. And then if you wanted to pursue law as your career option, CLAT is one more exam. If you are planning to pursue your undergraduation abroad, SAT or ACT kind of exams which you can think of taking. And there are many options. These are some which you can think of. There are good number of alternate options. With little preparation, little guidance, you can attempt these exams and see very good success. And that way you can land into prestigious colleges, prestigious universities, and have very good career after that. That would be about various competitive examinations. Manjita, back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. So as we all saw that it's not just two options or some of the options that are limited. Even if you have interest in other fields, there is a plethora of scope there out there. So moving on further, we now are open for our question and answer session. So as part of it, if any of you have any doubts, any queries, you can always drop in the chat box, or you can contact us for further details and query with the numbers that are available on the screen. And of course, you are always welcome to visit our campus and see in person what the infrastructure, the facilities, the teaching learning method comprises hereof, and see why Rockwood is actually a better choice, is the best choice when it comes to choosing a right institution for preparing your children for the competitive examinations to ensure their success.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
So much, sir. Thank you everyone for joining us today. All the very best on your journey ahead.